Good evening and welcome back to iBarFridays. Tonight we're very, very pleased to have Dan DePaola as our special guest, here to tell us about his new iPhone app. Welcome, Dan. How are you tonight?
Hi, John.
How's everything?
Couldn't be better.
Well, I understand you have a new iPad app. It also works on the iPhone, I guess, but I think it's more effective on the iPad. Dan lost his head in a tragic accident. Dan, would you tell us what happened?
Well, John, I was playing Frisbee. There was drinking involved. The next thing I know, I was decapitated. I couldn't find my head. I lost my head.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but you seem to have found a very clever workaround. Folks, the name of the app for iPad is called the Virtual Head, and you could look it up in the App Store under Amalgamated Baloney, I think is the name of your...
It's a high-tech company.
It's a high-tech company. So have you sold many of these?
No. But I figure that with the exposure I'm going to get through iBarFridays,
that's true.
I'm going to be very wealthy.
You're going to be a very wealthy man, because I'm sure there are other good, fine citizens of these United States and throughout the world who are suffering the same loss that you're going through, the loss of a head, and how to deal with it. So I applaud you. And I congratulate you on doing what you can to help the headless. So most iPad apps have a demo version, a free version, and then you get the basic thing for 99 cents, and you work your way up the ladder. Do we have a free demo that our viewers can download?
Yes, the basic app is downloadable for free.
It's downloadable for free. So you have a free demo version, and what does that demo version get you?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
It's a blank screen, yeah, really.
It's a blank screen. Okay, but I guess that would entice people to spend that first 99 cents to get the basic package. Now, I give you $1. What do I get in return?
For 99 cents, you get a head.
So you get a head. You get your face. What do you get?
Well, you get my head.
So for 99 cents, someone who only has $1 but doesn't have a head can at least walk around with your head on their shoulders.
With my head, yes.
Okay. All right. And then, I guess, eventually you want to work your way up. So what do people have to do to get their own head and their own face on this app?
Well, you spend an additional $1.99.
$1.99.
It's a basic package.
But that's pretty good. Okay, so now, can you adjust the size of your head?
Well, a lot of those features are in the full feature package.
Oh, there's a full package.
There's a full package.
So rather than get all the plugins a la carte, you can get the whole thing in one shot, one purchase. How much is that?
That's $11.99, John.
Well, that sounds very reasonable. And for $11.99, you can get many different options. We talked about the size of the head. How does the head size work? How do we show us how we can?
That's the Size-O-Matic.
That's the Size-O-Matic. And what exactly does the Size-O-Matic do?
Well, if you want to have, you can change the size of your head. So if you want a bigger head, you can do this. If you want a smaller head, you can do that. It has some rotator function, so you could turn your head sideways if you enjoy that sort of thing.
Wow, that's great.
You want to do like a Winchell Mahoney thing, you could do that.
Well, that's fantastic. That is a great feature.
You can also adjust the size of other parts of your body. Say you wanted a larger penis.
Okay, I'm sure that's.
Then
something.
There's the makeout feature.
The makeout feature. Tell me about that.
Since you have no head, so you're going to need to do something. So you just let me activate it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's enough. I'm sure. Stop. That's great. I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to end the interview. There is a feature that I read about in Macworld about the auto angulator.
The auto angulator?
Yeah.
As you know, many people who post profile pictures of themselves on Facebook spend hours finding the good angle.
Yeah. Of course. Good angle. Very nice.
Something that makes them look good, thin, gets rid of that bump on their nose.
Everybody wants to look good on Facebook.
Right.
Is there a plug-in for the speech impaired to improve their speech?
That is an additional what we call super feature. That's another 99 cents. You get the Lou Ferrigno function.
The Lou Ferrigno plug-in, named after the Incredible Hulk, who was speech impaired. So someone like Mr. Ferrigno can get something like this, have his own green head, and have his speech all fixed up. That is a great, great feature. So people, if they're going to a party or if they're going out to church, they want to look good. They want to look pretty. I guess you don't have to shave anymore, which is a great feature. Or you can add facial hair. Is that correct?
That's correct, John. You can add facial hair. We have the Halloween-o-matic function.
Oh, the Halloween-o-matic. What does that do? That changes the look? It gives you different looks?
It gives you different looks. You can look like a young child. You can look like an old lady. You can look like Al Roker.
Let me tell you something. That's one feature that I'm sure that I'm going to purchase should I ever be involved in a tragic Frisbee accident. Now, you're driving your car. You've had too much to drink. You've poured a few too many down your throat pipe. You get pulled over by the police. Is there a plug-in, some type of sobriety plug-in that we can purchase?
I'm glad you asked me that, John. That's the detox function.
That's the detox function?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just run through this. I'm a cop, you're the driver. Are you ready?
Right, let me activate the detox function.
Go ahead.
Okay.
May I see your license and registration, please?
Certainly, officer.
Okay, where are you coming from?
I'm coming from work.
Well, I noticed that you were swerving on the road back there. You weren't driving very safely. What was the cause of that?
I think there was a cockroach in my pants.
I would have to say, judging by the way you were swerving back there, I would have to guess that you're legally drunk.
So what's the problem?
You know what? You're right. Well, you have a good day and just please be careful.
Same to you, officer.
Okay, take care now. Let me tell you something. That is a very, very good plug-in. I thought you were sober.
This is powerful software.
It's Friday night, so we know you're not sober. So this thing really works. Well, this has been very informative and really just completely fascinating. I congratulate you on your software development. I wish you the best on your venture, and I'm sure a lot of people will be buying the virtual head. Thank you, Dan DePaola.
Thank you, John.